welcome to the Strahd We Trust wrap up. I was Oliver, your DM, and with me we have CASTOLiver, who played Kimiko, Child of None.
I have a child.
Don, who played Val. Dan, what was your last name?
Daardendarien.
Daardendarien.
The Uprisen.
The
Uprisen.
In my mind, it said Dandalorian.
Dandalorian.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes, Don, who played Val. The Uprisen.
Yeah. Yes, long live the...
Don't live.
long live the Cub Scouts.
You kind of were the dad of the party.
Yeah.
Like the Mando.
Ryan, who played Kazimir.
Hey, that was me.
The Shepherd of Men. And David, who played Branimir, the Shining Protector.
Yo. That's right.
He did shine a lot of the time.
He did. He was very shiny.
Yeah. Shiny boy.
Is that why you gave him that title? First
I
question for
figured
night?
he was going to take the sword eventually. So I figured he'd be shiny.
That's awesome.
It's like he knew what was going to happen. He
I
planned
kept
it.
using that light cantrip a lot. But,
You did.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be the magic one.
made
But
sense.
you did it.
oh, it's just the one spell. Do without losing the smite sluts. As I call them. As I prefer to call them.
The mind slots you never used in the last battle.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for a good opportunity. I mean, I did use it on the Dory though.
No,
just
dear.
obliterated him in one shot.
There is no headphones.
What?
Oh,
I'm
we're going.
like, what?
I only have headphones on so I can make sure you guys are happy.
We're flying blind.
Fine blind.
There's no backing
We
music.
have
Blind
surpassed the need of headphones now.
Yep.
We
Music
know what
TDD.
Strahd's screams sound like.
We're advanced now.
Yeah. Using our actual ears.
Yeah. We won't know if we're in key.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Everyone
Alright.
good
Good.
enough?
I'm feeling kind of sad that this is over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I to do with my Tuesdays?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
You've got to
We're
leave
here.
at 9 o'clock because you got work.
that's true. But I'm like, I don't know.
That's Future Don's problem.
Yeah.
It's Future Dawn's problem. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can do it.
I mean, like, Dawn of next week isn't going to worry about that. So,
No.
Yeah,
It has been
I don't know.
a fun couple of years. but
my...
couple.
Yeah, has it
Yeah.
been 3 or 4? I can't remember.
It's a lot has
I feel
happened.
like it's
we
been-
started pre-pandemic.
Pre-pandemic.
Way
so-
pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's at least
Uh,
4 years.
I don't
5
have
maybe.
the...
We don't have the
Jeez.
original upload date because we switched.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we switched podcast hosts.
Yeah, back in the days of, what was it? Anchor?
If only I did a title page in my diary when it started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If only I did a diary.
I never
Actually,
put...
is there a date on like my character sheet?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know if
Gonna see if there's
D&D
like a...
does that or not.
like I created on.
Yeah.
All my documents have been like updated on this
Yeah,
date.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, give me a created date.
Yeah. Did we? Next time we start
messages between ourselves. Hang on.
yeah,
Yeah, we did heaps of messages about what our characters were going to be.
Me and
yeah.
David
Oh,
went.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's probably not too far to go back in our chat chain
Yeah.
because we don't chat all that much in that on Messenger.
not online. It's all in person.
Yeah.
Or in the group chat.
Yes.
Yeah,
group
yeah.
Chat.
So you guys actually chatted
That's
about
wrong,
your
David.
characters? Oh, I guess you guys are
Well,
brothers.
we're
We're
twin brothers,
twins.
so we had to get
True.
our stories straight.
Fair enough.
Come up with names.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the mirrors-
I sat on like meanings behind names, like website for like ages, just looking for like cool names that would like work well.
And then you just made a name
I
up?
settled on Branimir. I
Oh.
liked the name Branimir.
Yeah.
It's a real name?
Yeah.
It's very on brand.
Bro,
for,
we have
on
meanings.
on brand. It's very on brand
never
for
told
like
me that.
Valaki. Yeah.
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 I literally chose like Nordic names.
Yeah.
Slavic male given?
It does sound Slavic.
Defend
Yeah, that's why I chose it.
and the world or peace. Holy crap.
Yep.
Ah.
That's why I chose it.
And Kazimir was the destroyer.
And Kazimir was basically that. Yeah.
But there is a Kazimir in the game. That's right.
There you go. There's a
Yeah,
little,
it was.
Kazimir.
there's a little bit of trivia for y'all.
Wow, I didn't even
We
know that.
we chose our names
Yeah.
based on the characters.
And we had a hectic last name, but I can't remember what that was.
Grigory.
Grigory. And my sister came up with the meaning behind that. Well, she didn't come up with it. She was from one of her books she was reading.
Gregory.
No,
What is
Grigory.
What is
Greek.
Grigory?
I'm trying to
Sounds
find
like
It's like
a-
the European version of Gregory.
Yeah, spice it up a
Oh,
bit.
Greg.
Gregory?
Yeah, it was good times.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
that's cool to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting to have like angels.
You mean you
fighting
didn't
here.
Google our names when we told you?
No, I just thought you made them up.
Yeah.
Like I
Does
make up names, so just
Does
keep rambling until something sounds right.
Does D&D Beyond have like a retire character function where like it becomes
Yeah.
archived?
Immortalizes.
Yeah, there's an archive,
Whoa!
I believe.
Do I have to be a subscriber? Maybe. Probably.
No, I don't think so.
Whoa!
I think it
I
doesn't-
can export my character, I guess.
Yeah, I think it just doesn't count as like an active sheet, but you can recall it.
Oh yeah.
Really?
If
You can have maximum
believe
of
so.
6 slots.
Crazy.
Okay, Grigory, it's the 8th choir of angels, and it means the Watchers. They were also the fathers of the Nephilim.
Fathers of the giants.
Oh, so it was angelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we had very, very thought out in character names.
Yeah.
Which
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably should have shared all this with you, but I somehow wanted to work in that
I thought we did, but maybe I
Keelix
just
was our
forgot.
long lost third brother, and that's why in the third.
Yeah, we wanted Keelix to be the third,
yeah.
the third brother.
This is your like old campaign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we wanted
The
to find you.
necromancer, right?
Yeah, my
So for
necromancer.
those- the
so
angel-
for those listening, this is a character from the previous campaign we all
My
played
first
together.
campaign.
First
with these
campaign.
guys.
Yeah.
It was Ryan's character.
So it's meant to be like an estranged
Another
brother,
wizard. Yeah.
called Helix, who
'Cause we
strayed
were
away from the family.
angels And he was a tiefling, so then there's
Yeah.
that whole like evil, but
Yeah.
yeah.
not thing.
It's like that picture of like a family full of like goths. Like the parents are goths, everyone else is goths, and like there's this one kid who's like dressed up all bright. I don't know. I gotta find that.
I was almost called Lecter because
Lecter.
from the name Deflector.
Sounds like
So it's hard to hit.
the brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long ago was this? What were
Back
the
in
dates?
October 2019.
Oh, so we started in 2019.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
There you go.
19.
Yeah.
So it's 4 years, yeah.
4
Yeah.
years.
4 years.
4 years ago.
It is the
For 3 years and 4 score.
yeah.
So I think this would be the first time we've actually done a campaign from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There needs to be like a short rest, long rest, and there should be like a permanent rest button.
Permanent rest.
Eternal rest.
Eternal rest, yeah. 'Cause
Um,
I don't know where to find this retiring function.
We're just going to do this live on air. Retire your character
Yeah.
sheets.
It's kind of like, it's the funeral. It's like laying them to rest. It's like
Oh man.
they're now like in the halls of legends.
It's funny because I did so much research into the god of Ilmater because he was the one that we were supposed to be thing, but then
yeah.
I didn't do anything about him in the whole campaign. It was all that other god, Jurgle,
Yeah.
because the whole name thing in the mouth was actually something I could work in.
Yeah. I was supposed to also have like a yeah, actually we should
You
all just
both-
talk about all the character design that we just never used.
Yeah, go
yeah.
for it.
Because as an Asimar, we're supposed to have like an angelic
Yes. So-
coach or mentor.
That's what I was going to mention.
Ooh.
And I wanted a
So-
Kieran because Kieran's my favorite beer, and that was
Oh.
on the list.
Kieran. Oh, right.
He's in my notes somewhere.
But then
So yeah, you're supposed to have like an angelic kind of like being kind of thing.
Bro, we spoke for so long.
Who did I have?
We were also almost Dante and V.
Mine was
V?
Yeah, I don't know what V
As in
is.
just like the letter V or VI?
V for Vendetta. Oh, yeah, Dante.
Dante and
Brand's,
Virgil.
so Brand's backstory was that from a young age he was guided by Seraphina, the kind and parental angelic being, through dreams and visions, to kind of urge me to be kind of compassionate and protecting.
Yeah.
But then
I've
I
got
was
that.
also,
I just figured that.
but then I was also supposed to have secretly another angelic guide who urged me towards violence.
Oh.
That was me.
And I was supposed
Yeah.
to, and I was supposed to be trying to resist that urge, which I never really explored. I mean, I did do some crazy stuff, but
Oh, like,
didn't explore the, I guess, the character side of like dealing with that.
That's okay. We had plenty of things to explore. I mean, we I feel like a lot of these things we plan out at the start and then halfway through, we're like, this doesn't really fit anything, so we're just going to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
Which happened to me in many, many, many things.
Yeah. That's the way things go.
Yeah. Yeah, things like Floki.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with Draz. At one point, I'm like, he's just going to be like Strahd spy, nice and easy. And then I'm like, I don't know.
So he was actually our dad or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all right.
Wait, I thought that was your plan. Right.
No. Oliver surprised me with that.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
And I don't even remember where that idea came from.
He
Honestly.
was supposed to just be the familiar.
The film.
That was long ago. I don't remember why I came up with that idea.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely always your dad went to Barovia, fought the same kind of thing, battle you did, died, and then came back. And then I was like, maybe Strahd turned him and now he's like spying on you, or I think in the end I was kind of wanting him to push you towards going for the power, going for the crown. But it never quite hit the mark, which is fine. These things happen.
Yeah. Because, Floki died in that fight against Doru in the original.
Yeah.
Because of my aura, so that's why I recasted him. So it made sense to insert a soul in because of like the whole lack of souls or whatever. But then, I was scared to ever lose him again. So it's like, oh, I wonder. Maybe that could have been cool if I did let him die off and then I get a new soul in there. So I can throw a whole bunch of these dead characters.
This is my sister.
But can I ask about Pan and where that one came from? Because like I held on to that orb for ages.
That orb was nothing.
It was nothing?
It was it was filled with 5 shadows, which would attack you if you broke it.
Oh, is that all?
That's all. But you held on for it for so long. I'm like, okay, I've got to make this something now.
Yep.
And then when you went to the temple and you found the vampire spirit making dude, I'm like, oh, perfect.
But no. I had already been introduced to Pan. Oh, so that's when you introduced him. Because when we were at the Wizards of Wine, we all had those dreams and revelations, and that's when you introduced Pan.
Yeah, Pan, I don't think was meant to be like a hard and fast. I think it was the vampire spirit kind of like pretending to be this god that'll help you.
Okay.
And then when you finally got to the thing, I'm like, yes.
So did you always plan for us to go to the Amber Temple, or was that not a plotline that you...
Oh no, I was pretty sure you guys would want to go there, so so I always planned for some kind of...
Because I tried really hard not to see any spoilers, but then I read on one Reddit post or something like, oh yeah, in the Coast of Strahd you can literally walk up to Mordecai's thing. And I was like, Mordecai's a wizard. Where am I walking to? And I didn't look it up, but then when like the opportunities presented itself, I was like, okay, it must be somewhere here. But like, if I had have known about what's his Rannich's tower, that would have been cool to check out.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff, but we had...
It's okay.
Mad Wizard.
Yeah, Mad Wizard would have been cool.
Mad Wizard.
The Silver Dragon would have been a fun one, but yeah.
Silver Dragon. Yeah.
We ran out of time. We got to where we needed to. It's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want to know a little bit more.
It didn't feel like we were missing anything.
Yeah, it didn't feel empty. There was so much to do already.
Yeah.
It's fun. And then with our progression through Strahd's castle, is that the way that you kind of...
Nope, I didn't plan anything. I just...
We went out
Oh, we went with everything,
around the side and through another window. I literally dove through a window.
Yeah, that was the best. That was a good moment. Yeah.
I
then when-
prepped what I could,
Yeah.
and then you guys just went wherever. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. We'll do it.
Yeah.
But when you were finally down there, I'm like, oh yeah, you do. I'm meant to encounter him down here, so that door's going to disappear.
Oh, so that was what you checked.
Yeah, that's the only thing I changed.
I want a freaking robot.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we
behind.
ended up where we were supposed to meet him.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, we
Yeah.
had forgotten I had forgotten pretty much about the last
Yep.
prophecy,
Mm.
and it didn't, you didn't register in my mind of like, oh, that's where this is.
Well, I knew just like with general vampire killing, you do need to do something to the like coffin or whatever.
Yeah.
So I knew that we had to go down there
Yeah.
at some stage, but I didn't think we'd have the boss fight down there. So that's I was like, it's okay.
Mm.
If we go down, that's fine. My robot can stay where it is.
Yeah.
But then I was like, hang on, no, we're spending way too long down here. And Oliver's going to want to wrap this up, so he's going to throw something at us. And then, yep, sure enough, it's the boss. I'm just like, oh, my robot.
I think also at that point I wasn't gonna let you have any more long rests
Okay.
unless you did something super amazing to hide yourself. Or
Yeah, it wouldn't have made sense to have a long rest inside the castle of the.
yeah.
Main
Well, you
boss.
had two.
We had short rest, didn't we? Oh no,
No,
we
you
had
had
long
one
rest,
in.
yeah.
No, you had one in the tower.
Yes.
And you had
After
one
fighting,
in the crypts.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Because I wanted to attune to my new toys.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm like after that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not letting you get away with that.
Yeah, it's been 2 days,
Yeah.
Strahd still
Yeah.
playing the organ. His fingers in our nubs.
No, he was crying over his brother the entire time.
Oh, yes, of
Yeah.
course. Cry baby.
It was just an illusion playing the organ.
That is true.
Very David Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Davy Jones.
How about like the Night Mother and the Morning Lord? Like, I'm still like kind of confused about like their role in like the land of like Strahd. It's like, were there actually people, or do they like?
Well, because
Yeah.
everything is kind of like planar locked, there are no other gods really.
They were just the gods of that.
Yeah, so they
Mm.
were the only kind of trapped, I guess,
Mm.
or parts of trapped deity.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were by the book,
Mm.
as far as I could.
Yeah.
do.
Are they somewhat like related, being like the morning and the night? Like, there's like a synergy, or is there like a fight between them? There's like competing.
I think there's more synergy than fight. There are definitely like some opposite beliefs, so there were definitely going to be some tension there if Branimir wanted to take the crown, and the Night Mother's like, no, not the Morning Lord.
Attack him.
But they weren't necessarily good and evil opposites.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, it played out that the Night Mother was more like, yeah, death is part of life, and, for there to be a morning, there has to be a night. So it wasn't like
Like a yin yang sort
evil.
of thing.
Yeah.
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 Well, what's the thing about the dragon as well? Because I remember you did mention it. I think in a store, like in that part where we went into the cave, and there was like I think an etching of like a dragon.
Yeah, so
Something like
there
that.
is a ruined castle manor kind of thing.
Like
In-
the first one?
Sorry?
Like the first one we were in?
No, much bigger, like an estate.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the like southern part in the mountains, which used to house a silver dragon.
Ooh.
But he's dead,
Ah.
and I think his body is desecrated, and you could maybe like go and I think his skull's been removed, and if you return the skull, he grants you basically a +1 to all your saving throws while you're in Barovia.
Oh. That'll be
That's awesome.
Yeah.
useful. Yeah.
How far away was this skull?
I don't know.
Literally 3 feet.
Just in the next room.
It just rolled off the table. Could you put it back, please?
Someone put it in my butt. Put it back.
In your butt? Branimir.
Yeah. Oh, it would have been great for Val to like actually venture there and like just see the ruin of his like the greatest of his people.
Yeah.
Giant Val.
Yeah, giant Val. And just like take on the powers of the dragon.
But you know that Dragonborn and dragons don't actually share a relation, and it's more like slave versus master than
Oh,
all
they.
of that. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But do they know this? Do Dragonborn know this?
Yeah.
Or is this like a mythos thing?
rebelled and stuff because they were originally created. I can't remember what, but as kobolds were made from the blood.
You mean they're just not like a dragon and a human got it on?
No, because that's a half dragon. They're different. They're the ones with tails, whereas Dragonborn don't have tails.
Wait,
General D&D question here now. All the races that are half something, is the other half always a human?
Pretty much.
Assumedly.
So were there other is it possible at all to get half like
Half orc, half elf.
Yeah.
Half dwarf.
Yeah.
It's 3 halves.
Yeah.
half dwarf, half elf.
I mean, there's centaurs are still half people. Griffins, I guess. I'm not sure if there's even. Yeah, I think they're like half bird, half eagle, half lion. Yeah, but I don't think you can play.
Oh, I thought you said half beagle, half lion.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, half beagle, half eagle. Oh, man, that would be
Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy.
It can
Yeah.
actually fly.
Oh yeah, but I think
Good
I could probably like change that into my story, where like where Val came from. He's like they sort of worship the the actual dragons, like the big dragons, and like see them as like the what their people used to be, and it was like a fall from grace sort of thing, and they're trying to reclaim their past heritage, and then he stumble upon it. And he's like, no, you're not actually related to them. And then he has like a crisis of identity. Yeah.
It's all good.
Could go down that path. But I feel like a lot of like stories go in that trope of like lost glory, fallen empires.
Yeah.
Argenvost is the name of the dragon.
Ooh.
The Order of the Silver Dragon.
Silver.
Yeah, there's a couple of like ghost people there who would help you if you were good enough. But yeah, I didn't really read a lot into it. From what I lighting when the skull of Argenvost is placed in the dragon's mouth. But where is the skull?
It wasn't part of this book. It's a DLC.
No.
Oh yeah, once it's there, it activates the Beacon of Protection.
Awesome.
+1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
AC, you didn't say AC.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
I could have had 22.
Turn up the AC.
Be overpowered.
Wow.
Yeah, with the weapon distributions that you gave us, were things targeted to people, or was it from the book, or?
A bit of both. I definitely changed a few weapons here and there. Just because I knew you wouldn't use particular things. Actually, I don't think I changed that many. You guys are pretty well rounded.
Yeah, I think so.
I had a spear, a bow, longsword,
We had it all, really.
the mace.
A lot of staves.
The +2 shield, was that supposed to go to David or me?
Didn't matter.
Either, I guess.
Okay.
It just existed.
I wanted it.
You can have it
But
now.
I was being greedy. I also got a rod from that one. But then thinking about it, you have your flaming sword and your necklace.
My crazy giant strength.
Giant strength, yeah.
5 giant strength.
was going to... Looking through my notes.
So did we surpass the level you thought we would? Or as in like... would you have wanted us to fight Strahd at level 4 or something? And we've just wasted the last 3 years grinding.
We did grind a lot.
Yeah.
So I was honestly hoping
Like for
that
fun,
you
though.
would all attack each other for the crown.
Fun.
But it was... You're all too kind-hearted. And it was like 11:30 when we got there at night. I'm like,
We really struggled to make a decision on what to do with that crowd.
Yeah.
you did.
But I feel like I guess I don't know. From my perspective, I felt like maybe at least Bran didn't really have much of a motivation to take it.
Yeah.
As well. So I don't know.
That's why I was counting on Ryan.
Well, the problem was my brother
No
here.
power.
If he didn't exist, or if he had perished in that battle or something, then yeah,
See,
Would have taken it.
I would have.
but to become a vampire, you needed an offering of blood. And the whole campaign, you're like, I don't know if Strahd's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed his brother, but he still seems all right. And I was just hoping that the temptation for the crown, you kill your brother, you'd become a vampire and immortal, would just be enough.
Yeah.
I could have warned you earlier, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to push it. Like,
No. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess after bonding with these people this long,
Like,
to do that dick move again to Christian, after already killing her in another campaign, and like I could have because I didn't take any damage in that big last fight, whereas all of you guys got wrecked.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did take damage,
And
but I didn't.
Yeah. I think it wasn't I think that maybe we didn't quite see the I guess the value of what was being offered so much as in terms of like it to us it just sounded like here's an offer of immortality and then like the same deal essentially that Strahd had and like we didn't really think that was a great deal for him.
Yeah.
Like basically we basically learned that there was a curse the curse of Strahd.
yeah.
That it was a curse for him. So
Yeah.
like I don't think any of us were like wanting that
Yeah,
at that
otherwise,
stage. And
yeah.
there wasn't enough like we weren't aware of enough perks to do it.
Yeah.
And
the
being a
actual thing.
wizard and having the amber vault to go back to, like, there's my ascension to
I'm
godhood.
not upset at all. I really aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like ruling Vallaki just seems to. There's so many other places that you could go to, but yeah, I think just I don't know. I feel like this is just like a hovel fiefdom that that Strahd rules.
But you could make it great again.
I could.
I like the
There's just so many ruins there, but I'm like, yeah, I don't like the overcastness of this whole place. It's like
But
it's
that would
ruining my
disappear
vibe.
when you took the crown.
Yeah, but then
Strahd
we're a
would be
vampire
gone.
stuck in a place with no...
You wouldn't necessarily be a vampire
Oh, really?
at
No.
first.
How about like if Val took it, and I feel like
things.
yeah, I feel like he had probably out of anybody like the most like
Yeah.
I guess to gain from it because like well he's lost everything and he will like regain a family and he's got his like own Cub Scouts to go along with. He's got like the Raven people as well. But like if he got it, would his Raven kindness be compatible with like vampirism?
Like it wouldn't necessarily turn you into a vampire immediately.
Didn't you lose your Raven ability anyway? Did you?
at
Oh
the
yeah,
end.
I
lost it
did.
because
Yeah.
After we none of us
Afterwards,
took
yeah,
the,
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the deal with like the ravens and the vampires? Is it just like a Strahd thing, or is it like a something that is inherent between the two?
magic.
Yeah, it's just I think Barovia magic.
Barovia magic. I thought there was in my mind I thought there was like a big war between like the Raven people. And, like,
Not specifically, but I
vampires.
think that
underworld.
the fact that there were other like shape changers who could kind of resist his magic was
yeah, the werewolves.
It's a nice addition to the classic, just like vampires and werewolves.
Yeah.
To have like the raven people is kind of cool
people,
too. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like mocking it.
And they were like running a winery, which is even cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, ravens are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got like the were-raven dragonborn thing. Oh, man. It'd be cool. They have him fangs.
Yeah. I mean, I did like with the crown that you did the whole...
everyone had a motive, like specific...
Or everyone had that, like a vision of some sort
Yeah.
to try to like push you towards claiming the crown. Yeah, like...
Yeah.
I mean that is I think that is the right way to try to push the characters towards trying to like to trying to take it, because like I think prior to that we hadn't really thought of that being an option of like once we defeat Strahd, someone has to take it. We thought it was just we depose Strahd and that's it, we get out.
Happy ending.
So we hadn't thought,
no
we're
happy
not
endings.
getting out kind of thing. Like someone has to stay.
I think for me it would have been more impactful if it was Floki or my father telling me to take the crown rather than Pan.
Yeah, well, I
Seeing
couldn't
those-
guarantee he would be there after the
Gotcha,
battle.
yeah.
So, and actually,
Excuse me?
that was a weird car sound. I actually pre-wrote all of those things, and your one was like the very last one. Where like,
Yeah, everyone else was quite easy.
yeah. And I had Pan. And I'm like, I can use the patron to be like, do it.
It
do
makes
it.
sense. 'Cause I
Do
was
it, man.
using
Do
his
it. It's so
ability.
cool.
Um,
Kind of look good in you.
Yeah, I do wish I had put a few more hooks in maybe earlier along the road to kind of signal that before Rahadin's like, you're here to replace me, and everyone, stop it.
Yeah, because every time you mentioned like,
you're
you're here to replace him, we're like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean replace? We're not here to replace him. It's like someone has to replace him. We're like, what?
It'd have like the characters of like the town of Valaki saying, "Oh yeah, we like you as leaders. You choose one of them," and like it would just be a stepping stone of like power upon power, or like like offers of power from like the wizard up in Kresk as well.
Yeah.
If he could be like, the abbot. He's like,
I mean,
so would you like to take over this? Yes. It's like, I pledge allegiance to you. No.
I mean, I'm glad
Don't
you gave us
say no.
the option to not to take it. Like, you worked out a way for that to happen. Because I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, someone had to take it, you could have like easily done kind of like a, you all have this, you're all pulled into this one experience. Where, like some sort of greater being is like, someone has to take it. Like, which one of you will now volunteer yourselves to take it because someone has to. Then that would have been like then we would have been deciding like, well, who's gonna sacrifice themselves to do this kind of thing.
I sacrifice you three.
Then Drasimir could have taken the crown. And then
He did take an ability from the Ember Temple.
a giant owl ruling over.
Maybe
He just sits on top of the castle, spinning his head around.
Never
360.
watchful eyes of Drasimir.
Slowly goes red.
He has no eyes. They melted away.
Oh,
It's even creepier.
No one can see where he's looking.
Yeah, he's got no eyes, but he's got that 1,000-yard gaze.
Got 1,000 yard stare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading in the book that if I had have used the Finger of Death 3 times, I would have taken a whole bunch of damage or something.
Yeah.
And then you guys
Dang.
killed that zombie
Yeah.
just before. Because I literally
saved
did
your
the
life.
first one, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, nothing bad happened. Sweet. And then you're like, oh, I bleed black blood. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe that's the issue. Like, I'm just bleeding black blood. And then,
That's cool though.
yeah,
That's
if I
cool
had
that it's like a after multiple use thing.
Yeah.
but I would have done it on the other witch and then taken how much damage.
You have to make a DC 15 con saving throw or drop to 0 hit points.
Wow.
Yeah. Straight down.
Straight
did have-
down.
plus like
You
6
touch
or
yourself.
7 to con anyway, so it wasn't probably going to happen. But then I was also had reincarnation, so if I died, I would just come back as something else.
Oh,
But then I just wouldn't have had. Well, no. Actually, no. I think there is on the rolling table. There's no like Asimar on there, but there's Tiefling and there's half.
I think there's a
revised one.
new and improved.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, there's
come back as a Furbog.
Yeah.
nothing cool on there. Well, there is cool things, but like
Come back as a grung. Come back as a turtle.
because the other thing about our creation, David and I, he picked his version of Asimar, which got the angelic wings and all of that, and then there's the fallen Asimar, which had the skeletal wings, and I was like, I could be that one, but then I liked the Scourge because of the radiating damage thing.
Yeah.
I felt like that was more of a fun mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Wow. There's so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Asima, Astral lineage, Beast folk lineage,
Beast folk.
Dragonborn,
Come back as a tabaxi.
Dwarf, Elf, Fae,
Make
Furblog,
it a Tabaxi
Genocide,
as my
Gnome,
genocide?
Genasi,
Genasi?
Genasi,
Or whatever it
Genocide,
is. It's
yeah.
like genocide?
Gnome, Goblinoid,
Goblinoid.
Goliath, half elf, half orc, halfling, human, kobold, minotaur, orc,
Oh, Mentor would have been fun. Headbutt people.
rare lineage, shifter, tiefling, triton, and yuntai. But then all of these, like half of them, well, 90% of them have like a second table for like the sub like race, or you could become a Thrycreen.
Hey.
It's like an insect thing with 3 fingers.
Whoa.
From the Dark Suns.
Become a Drider?
You could become anything.
Anything?
Be anything.
Could I become a success?
No. Roll for success.
Warforged. You could have come back as a robot.
Robot.
Would have been amazing.
Be a robot.
I had a robot.
Yeah, you did.
He had a gun.
Dang.
Not the robot. I was pointing at
Imagine if we gave him the musket. He was just spent all these. He just spent his turn reloading the musket. Just firing it every
That
like
would've
2
been
rounds.
cool.
It's like, oh, looks down the barrel. Oh gosh.
Shoot, robot, shoot. Take the shot.
Oh, okay.
So,
Just you look at like the. I think Val took the. Like the East sarcophagus in the Ember Temple, and then there was like the reincarnate spell. Apparently, yeah, it's like the new body reappears within 10 feet of the old one, and after it has been used 3 times, the dark gift vanishes. The beneficiary of this dark gift loses all of its teeth until it reincarnates for the 3rd and final time.
That was me. I had that.
Was that? Oh yeah. Wait, did you lose all the teeth?
I did lose all my teeth.
Oh yeah.
But then, because I was actually role-playing, I was like, no, you need to speak into the microphone.
yeah.
Because I had no teeth and I also only spoke in whispers.
Yeah.
So that's why I was just like, oh, I can just like mentally message everybody, but that takes an action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just become, what's it called? Psychological, no, what's it called? Where you talk to people's minds. Telepath, telekinetic, telepath. Yeah, that's the one. Has something to do with psychopath.
Whoa, yeah.
I mean,
The Hellhounds ones looks interesting too.
Yeah, the Hellhounds.
Yeah. I mean, like, you gain the ability to speak and understand Infernal.
Yep.
And Sulfur Smoke issues from the beneficiary's pores whenever he speaks Infernal.
Yeah,
And, like, that has some power in there.
And then you can summon the Hellhounds. Only once, though,
Oh, really? Dang.
I believe. Yeah, that would have been fun. But yeah, I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to influence you on which gifts to take and not take.
Was your favorite character always in the top of that statue, or was he supposed to be somewhere else?
Yeah, he was. Nephron.
Yeah, that guy.
Yes.
And what was the deal with the kid running away from us? Is that just because you were trying to thin down our party?
He was a bit OP.
Slightly, but also it would have been fun for him and Nephron to go and do shenanigans.
The next adventure.
Except we had to kill them.
Yeah. Yes. I was looking for something to do with him, and I think him hiding out in the temple and living there the rest of his days would have been fun. But he didn't get that far.
No, he didn't.
No.
How's little Finny boy?
He aggroed a dude and got stabbed.
He did.
Oh, okay. I think I found it. The one where if I raise the dead.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's like if I help someone, I expect payment in return. I think that's the one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
The resurrection.
The long dead.
Yeah. It's like cast raise dead.
All right, we're back.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good. I hit back on a website and it decided to stop recording.
We don't go back. We only look forward. Yeah. What's the point of this recap episode again?
What?
This recap episode, what's the point of this? If we're not looking back. Okay, Joe. Now I explained it, so it looked really fun.
All right.
Final battle.
Yeah.
That was fun. You guys were built to destroy vampires, so it was
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, we were? Okay.
Yeah, we had heaps of
We
trinkets
had
as well.
everything. Yeah, we had everything to be able to fight them.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You had the weapon of mace disruption,
Yeah.
It's just
and
Yeah,
the sunblade.
Your sunblade, which just tortured me constantly.
Yep, and you guys both had incredibly powerful magic artifacts.
Yep. So had that. Oh, you had the symbol of raping kind, which was specifically good at
You didn't
turning.
even use it.
Yeah,
What
vampires.
was that?
Lets you cast Daylight, which is like the anti...
Yeah.
Vampire?
That was on. Yeah, I remember that.
No, that wasn't on.
That wasn't?
Yeah.
I thought
No.
it was.
No.
Well, he had
You
his
could've.
sword, which also had daylight.
Yeah.
So he had 2 daylight sources.
Oh. Why did you give me that one?
I think we worked out that it worked best with him or something. I don't know.
It
Or did
was-
I just get it and so I gave it to him? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys had it and never used it once, ever.
Fine.
You didn't need it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We already had the sword by that
That's
stage,
good.
yeah? I think, no. No, we didn't.
Yeah, I remember.
I think you got it just before
Yeah.
the sword.
Yeah. The sword completely overshadowed it. Wow.
Literally. Yeah, I had a full battle plan. Step 1, polymorph Branimir so the sword fell out of his hands.
Resisted it.
So that the stupid sunlight didn't hit me. He resisted it.
My incredible, my incredible constitution saved me.
Plan B, go invisible and start ripping you apart. Counterspelled.
Was that counterspell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Kaz.
Yeah.
And
Kaz.
then
Always getting it
we were
clutch.
kind of in the middle of the fight, so I kind of got laid up a bit. Until I finally got my fireball off to soften you all up a bit.
Yep.
To get out
That
of
worked.
freaking eyesight of Kazimir for a moment so I could cast it.
Yeah, no, I got it out of the way myself. I was the dumb. Because I ran into the thing to try to do a catapult without hitting Kimiko. And that gave you the opportunity.
Yeah, I went to the side and you're
You
like,
got flame
yes,
walled.
finally, Kimiko.
So I had that moment where I'm like, I can break line of sight. I can get a fireball off. I can at least get back in the battle. And then, the flame wall
Trap you in the corner.
trapped me in a corner. So I went invisible in the flame wall, walked through it, secretly took the damage while you guys were all trying to figure out what to do.
Attack the area.
And then got behind Val. He flew away.
Yeah.
And then
Got behind
Branimir just
Esmeralda.
walked in with his stupid sunblade again. I'm like, okay.
I was just like, I'm just gonna go to the center of the room to use my divine sense to try to find him. And then he just got in range of my the light from the sword again.
Wow.
Did not know. But yeah,
It was good.
It,
It
was
was
OP having a weapon that just cast daylight. You know.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you guys were just built to kill vampires. Now it's fine.
Yeah. I could cast
Should've given him
daylight
some
as
magical
well.
sunshades.
Yeah.
Sunnies.
It's like he puts on these Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
One of Specsavers.
He was on his vampire rating.
I did have the option to bring in Bucephalus.
The horse.
The horse. the
Horse
nightmare.
battle.
Yeah. Flaming horse.
But I think the battle was going on.
I thought those
Well
statues
enough.
were going to come to life and attack us.
Yeah.
Like giant, like stone
The
golems.
statues in the portal room could come to life
Oh.
Awesome.
Dang.
under some circumstance, which I don't remember.
Yeah.
You say the command word.
Because I do feel like I remember you mentioning, like, describing the statues. I was
Very
like, that's a lot more description
Okay,
than I...
this is the problem with D&D. You describe any statue and everyone just assumes they're going to come to life.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
Well, there
It's
was
just
that
a
first suit of
well-known-
armor that we were looking at with Brad, and then it headbutted him or something.
That's true, the very first suit of armor.
So you already
Yeah.
taught us to be wary
Yeah.
of stationary. And like I reached for a door and got
We
attacked
learned our
by a
lesson.
mimic.
The Death House. Yeah, that's something else I didn't get around to. Strahd also could see you in the Death House.
What a creep.
And
What's the death house?
the like original
First house
Is that
we
the
were-
6
windmill?
episodes with Thorn and Rose.
Oh, yeah.
sort of thing in the basement.
Clint.
Yeah, Clint. Yeah, well, exactly. You had to make a choice to sacrifice someone or not to Clint to get out of the house. You guys chose not to, and it activated the baby vine monster.
Oh.
Strahd knew that, which was kind of like why he didn't see you guys as worthy, because he had to sacrifice his brother.
To the swamp baby.
No, to become not to the swamp baby.
Well, baby.
So the swamp baby.
To the vampire lord to become a vampire.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what? We
I'm
needed to
confused.
sacrifice someone at the very
To be,
beginning.
no, yeah, to get out of the death house, or you had to fight the monster.
Where were we supposed to sacrifice it? In that first.
Oh, is
In
it
the-
the
in the-
haunted house?
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
haunted house. You go down to the basement,
There was
and there's like a sacrifice pit, and
Yeah.
you get a choice to either sacrifice someone or
Oh.
not, and
Hmm.
then
Yeah, we weren't going
you-
to sacrifice any of ourselves
Yeah.
that early into the campaign.
this room,
Yeah.
the one full
Ah.
of water.
Where we fought.
Yeah.
But where were we supposed to like, was there any hint of that?
There's
or-
like an altar in the middle of the room, and
Altar.
I think there's a like a verbal or something. I can't
Right.
remember. That was literally
Doesn't
4
affect
years
me.
ago.
I can't read.
You need an incantation.
Ritual chamber.
Because I thought he could see us through the orb, which is why I buried it in dirt. Since it was him holding the orb.
Yeah, was there anything cool we could have done with that orb?
No, I just
What was
cracked
the
it.
orb again?
There were 5 shadows in there.
How
that
do you
was it.
remember all of this?
Oliver
We
told
talked
us.
about it when you were putting Finn to bed.
Oh, I was like, someone's got really
Oh, yeah,
good
yeah,
memory.
they-
You should have lied and be like, I have amazing
On top
memory.
of the
Altar?
the altar, it said one must die.
Yeah, the baby.
Oh yeah, no, there's shadows chanting.
Ah.
You guys get in there, and there's like spectral people come around and they
Oh,
start
yeah,
chanting one
I
must die,
remember that. Yeah.
Right.
and then you don't, and then they start chanting. Logoth the Decayer, we awaken thee, and then the
So
thing
that's
appears
what
on
the
stage.
baby's name was. Logoth.
One must die.
One must die. Yeah, so
it did.
it did.
So he
The
thought we
two
were
statues were
unworthy.
2 iron golems.
Oh.
Oh, that'd been fun with my shield golem. Or shield guardian, sorry.
Golem and golem fight.
Each horse
Mecha
and rider
battle.
is considered one creature.
It's like Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I found in the last battle, and I found towards the end of the campaign, the action economy in D&D hurts.
Yeah.
The action economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The more
looking
actions per
over
turn.
your Strahd, were
Yeah.
you taking his legendary attacks? Like,
Yeah, I did. I took 2 out of 3, I think.
okay.
I used...
Because you do that not on your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used one to move far away to get out of the light once.
Oh, no, you can do that per round.
No, that's a legendary action.
Huh?
That is a legendary action.
And they restart each round.
You can take 3 legendary actions. Oh, whoops. I could use more of those.
Sorry, my dude.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, what sort of legendary actions does Strahd have?
Move, unarmed strike, bite.
So it just
So
like
he can only
lets him
bite
have
if he
more
has
turns.
someone restrained or charmed. And since this guy's here, no one can be charmed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's already
really?
charming.
If you're in my range,
10
you
foot.
were immune to charm.
To
as well.
charm. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the 10 feet or whatever it was.
But yeah, not having any bonus actions.
Yeah. I was literally...
Really hurt.
I love my bonus action.
Exactly.
I was like, wait a
Should have just made him a
minute.
monk.
Vampire monk.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, all of my spells were categorized by like reaction, action, bonus action. All right, which one's can I cast?
I really love
How
Stunning
do I maximize
Strike.
this?
That was so good.
Yeah, your
You're
stunning
like,
strike is very good. Especially if it's 5 of you versus 1 person,
Mm-hmm.
1 enemy. But yeah, definitely listening to other systems. I like the new 3-action economy. Sounds a lot more fun, gives you more things to do. I mean, what about you guys? Your action was basically attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all of the actions you can do in D&D.
Yeah, most of my actions were like that I took were attacks. And anytime I like did anything different, it was like I could have been attacking.
Yeah.
And so like I would have to do like the balance in my head of like, well, are we going to do better if I just attack every time?
Yeah.
Or should I like take an entire action, like sacrifice 2 attacks because I'm double
Yeah,
attacking
exactly.
Yeah.
To help someone.
to cast bless on everyone,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I started
Okay.
to do a lot later on in
Yeah.
the campaign. I like early on, I could have done it a lot
Yeah.
early on, but I was just like, this is a waste of a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just like using my ability was an entire action.
Action,
And
yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and I
You
was
use
just,
that so
just
much
like, well,
more.
I don't want I don't want to like do that. Like, I'd rather like maybe like
Attack.
if I was a bit better, I might have been more like you know, oh, like I see we're about to get into a fight, maybe sprout up before like initiative.
Yeah, but we're always standing too close for me to do that.
But it only, and it only lasts like a minute, so like I'd have to like justify
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it just before like knowing that we're going to get into a fight,
Yeah.
which you know is never obvious, other than like, you know, when someone's, you know,
wanna
organizes the
fight?
fight, you know. Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, I had like 3 preparation spells at one stage. So that's 3 rounds of combat for me just casting, and I'm not doing any attack, but I'm not getting hit.
Yeah. And like all my bonus actions were like spells, but then I was just so limited in spell slots as a paladin that it's like I'd rather save that for just like a good divine smite, instead of like using that just to do a like in retrospect I'd stocked a lot of things that were just like I probably didn't need to because I was just like I need some bonus actions, but the bonus actions I like the bonus spells that I had were things like divine favor and that kind of thing, which just gives like an extra D4 of radiant, you know, and like on, you know, I was just like I've already got like I've already I was like that's pretty much all I do already. And even before that, it's like, oh, might as well just use this spell slot to smite and do more damage than the D4, and it's and if it's an undead, it's even more. So I was just like, well, yeah, like it's I probably shouldn't have stuck that, but I was like, I wanted to have some bonus action options.
Yeah. Here we go. Actions in combat. Attack and cast the spell. Bam. Okay. Dash. Well, you only do that if you're out of range of attacking. Disengage. Kimiko used that a lot, but she got to use that as a bonus action because she's a monk.
I know. I keep thinking, if only I could have magic powers, and I'm like, no. Stop comparing yourself. You
Your
have
punches
these
were
things
pretty
that
much
you can
magic.
do as well.
Val never needed to use that because he always cast his stupid
Zephyr
Zephyr Strike. He's like,
yeah.
I don't need
Zephyr
to do-
Strike business. I never understood it.
The
He's
dodge
great.
action, I don't think anyone ever
No,
took
we
action.
used that in the last
use
battle.
it so many times.
We all took it when
Yeah.
we couldn't see him.
True,
Like,
okay.
Where is he?
The final battle once, okay. The help action.
I use that frequently with through Floki.
Oh yeah, I guess Floki used that
Floki
constantly.
only used that
MVP.
pretty much.
Number one
I
helper.
used that for a monster, I think, once when I gave my Spider King advantage.
Was a spider.
Hide, I don't think anyone ever used the hide action,
No.
but we don't have a rogue, so...
Yeah, I mean there are lots of actions in the actions you can take in combat that
Yeah.
we rarely.
Yeah, that's
use,
what I'm
so-
saying. There's so many things we could do, but it's just move, attack.
Well, it's I think
Attack.
a lot of them is just we just don't. It just doesn't come to us. Like maybe we're just not familiar enough to. Like I mean, after I got my shield ability, I was just like shove, shove.
True, your
you
shove
know,
is cool.
which was always there.
Very
And
comical
like, yeah,
effect.
grappling. It's like it's very they're like all very situational things, aren't they?
True.
Like shove, use an object. Search.
Search,
It's
yeah.
like
That
you're
search
not
is
going to
very
use that
dependent
search
on
unless like it's a situation where you had to find something
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
middle of a
Find the
fight.
key to unlock the lock for the fish tank that's filling full of water whilst someone's drowning.
There's improvise.
Improvise weapon.
Your character can do things not covered by the actions in this chapter, such as breaking down doors, intimidating enemies, sensing weaknesses in magical defenses, calling for a parley with a foe. The only limits to the
Parley,
actions you
Strahd,
can attempt
parley.
as your imagination are your imagination and your character's ability scores. So yeah, okay, so
I
improvise.
imagine we won this
So
combat.
improvise is basically any action that's not covered in the standard list of
Yeah.
actions that
Oh.
you
You
choose to do.
And
Like
then the DM
what?
can be like, yes or
Yeah,
no.
DM will just decide. Yeah, yeah.
Were there any spells that you guys had that you didn't use?
Yes.
Oh, heaps. Like I don't even have a
Shall
long
consult
list,
the
and I
text.
didn't use
Oh,
like
really?
I didn't. I don't think I ever used my Thunderous Might. Like I talked about maybe using it. I might have used it once, maybe.
Don,
but
your mic's died again. It's doing its thing.
just jiggle the.
Wiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Jiggle,
Jiggle,
jiggle.
jiggle.
It came on for a moment and then stopped.
Now go with.
Hey. No.
Should use Sanctuary more.
Yes.
What's the sanctuary?
Yeah,
Just
You
protects you
use my
from being
mic.
attacked.
Yeah, just share. Share it, Christian.
Don't hold it.
Yeah, too many concentration spells.
Oh
Yeah.
I was just like, and so like the one that I used the most was Bless. I had a Shield of Faith as a bonus action, which I. Yeah, but then I feel like I never got pushed to the point of needing to use a lot of these, or like wanting to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a specialization for Hunter.
I did use Ceremony a lot.
It gave me like Zone of Truth, and I'm like, I'm not sure if this is gonna be useful. It's like the DM already knows, and there's like evasion as well that you can use.
But would Zone of Truth, like, taking that mean you didn't take another spell?
No, it takes a spell slot. It just gives me extra spells.
Right. Okay, so it's... Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, and I think it was like Beast Sense as well. I didn't use it as much. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to use it like on legs, but like I already communicate to legs well enough. Like it makes it allows me to see from legs like point of view
Yeah.
as well for an hour or another willing animal.
Nice.
Yeah, so I could use him as sort of like a spy. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to like I don't know, like tell this to you like earlier in the game, but I'm like, maybe that might make me a bit OP. But like making legs like a giant spider, so I can ride him. Yeah, instead of having like a little pocket creature there. Yeah, I can have like a massive spider.
Like a Shelob.
Yeah, no, Shelob,
Or
or
an
like
Aragorn.
have a spell where I can like, I guess, gigantize or like enlarge like
Ooh.
an animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
You should have asked me.
Yeah.
Definitely,
That would have
probably
been great.
could have worked that into like the Amber Temple. Legs could have just taken some random upgrades from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there was a spider one, wasn't there? A god with the face
Yeah,
of a
there was.
spider or something.
There was.
Yeah.
That just gave you spider climb.
Yeah. Or I can
Yeah.
do like a legs trap where he like goes on top of the ceiling and then like someone who doesn't look at the ceiling, he walks underneath him. He just like, you know,
He drops.
goes down and then like eats him. Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that like a simple like rope trick or something like that?
Yeah.
Lots of possibilities.
One of the fun spells that I got was like a level 2 one called Wither and Bloom. And what it does is
That's
like
right.
an AoE spell. And I transfer health from one person to another. So I damage these people, and then whoever I select gets the healing from that. So it was kind of like a wizard doing healing, which got me really excited. And then this other one that I put into my robot was Hectic, which is one of the robot for the last fight, because it creates a 30-foot radius sphere with light, and then everyone inside of that area, takes 4d10 radiant damage and suffers 1 level of exhaustion, and then emits a deemed greenish light, and makes it impossible for a creature to benefit from being invisible.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So if I had that for the last fight, you guys would have been screwed. So would have Strahd.
Yeah.
And it would have lasted for up to 10 minutes.
Wow.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yeah, but
Someone would have
my
targeted
robot was concentrating.
Someone would have targeted that robot.
It's okay. He had a lot of health. And he also gave me half. Oh, sorry, not half. He gave me. He took
Fell
damage.
to the dark side.
Yeah.
I know.
Was he meant to fall to the dark side, Rictavio? Or was this
Oh,
He was the chosen
no.
one.
That was. He wasn't necessarily meant to. He was meant to fight Strahd, but
it would be more
Yeah.
interesting, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
corrupted.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes more sense because he was hanging out there.
yeah.
Like, was he supposed to be just hanging out in the castle and reading books?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
so
that
you
seems like a
was
decided-
really
already
weird
judged.
way.
Oh, okay. So you decided that knowing that he was just going to be
Yeah.
there fighting. Okay, yeah. Fighting us. Dang.
Interesting.
What a betrayal.
Yeah, because I was trying to piece together, like, why is he in the library? What is he doing there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, once we
Plotting
saw him
his-
as a vampire, we're like, ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having Esmeralda see him in that state, yeah.
he's deep undercover.
Yeah.
He went in too deep. He's lost himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
you
the
went
way to
full
wrap up his
method
story a
acting.
little neater, but I liked how it worked out.
I mean, yeah, it was good having more people to fight in the final.
Yeah,
battle.
well, the point was if you found Strahd earlier, you would have fought him and the werewolf partners and
Oh, yeah.
possibly the witches as well.
The witch.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So if we had taken that turn.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, as you
We're
guys
so
were
close to
spending
taking
so
that
much time there, I'm like, I'm just going to drip feed them and kind of ping you down a bit. And
Wear us down a bit. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we weren't going to get a long rest.
Yeah. You guys took more damage from that fire room than...
Oh, yeah. I
battles.
went into the final fight injured because of that flame room.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
I was like, oh.
But yeah, you
Yeah. Oh, we couldn't resist ringing the bell.
Oh, yeah.
okay? I mean, it's a bell.
No
what are you
regrets.
gonna do?
Call
if
the
it's
wizard
a
that can do
bell?
it remotely.
No regrets, man.
No, you gotta ring it there
No, there's-
yourself. Okay, make a large.
That bell could have given us like food or something.
Yeah.
It's like the chef's bell, isn't it?
Yeah, chef's bell.
Maybe like ding ding, and
Yeah.
then dinner would be served.
Round 1.
Yeah.
Someone comes out, punches you.
Dinner is served.
yeah, I had no intention of you going into the final battle with all your abilities and all your health, so
Yeah. Fair enough.
it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had to give Strahd a chance, guys.
Yeah.
We were
He had no
we
chance.
were ready to
I knew
OP.
he had no chance.
We were
Yeah.
OP.
We had OP and we'd taken
Maybe
on
if
this-
you
Did you
just
buff his stats more or at all? Like his HP pool?
Oh,
or just because we had already leveled up so much and gotten so many items?
I
Like, was there a
don't
way to
think
scale
I
it?
did. I mean, he didn't necessarily have his armor on. His armor is meant to be like a separate entity itself. His animated armor.
That was cool though.
Yeah.
That made it a lot harder.
Yeah, so I thought, let's just combine that on him.
Oh,
Makes him
right.
harder to hit. and resistant to a whole bunch of stuff, and gives him his
Yeah.
longsword. So that was fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Then you have the heart in the castle, which absorbs like 50, 60 damage. I think I buffed that by like 10 HP. Wow.
Oh, okay.
And then Strahd himself had 144 HP.
Wow.
But of course, you guys all had sunlight. So what's HP for a dragon? For a vampire against sunlight.
And they didn't regenerate.
Yeah.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Because it just double roll of our damage.
One thing you never learnt, and which I found so cool, is a vampire weakness. They are harmed by running water.
Huh.
He takes 20 acid damage if he ends his turn in running water.
Oh.
Didn't know it was 20 damage.
So it has to be like a river, like you can't splash him with water. And that's
Yeah, it's got to be running.
Because, spoilers, but in Baldur's Gate 3, when you have the vampire character walking through water, he takes damage.
Oh, cool.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like running through, I was like, why
I was
is he
gonna
taking her?
say, in
that's cool.
Yeah, that was in Castlevania.
in
as well, I think.
Castlevania, yeah. They all
I
fall
remember
into a river and
Yeah.
die.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Concrete shoes.
Yeah. It was like this Viking like vampire who sailed around in a boat. I'm like, what?
Sounds
He's
like
surrounded
a
by a
bad idea.
boat. Yeah.
So
it's
you
like,
could waterboard Strahd very effectively.
Where are we going to get running water from?
our jug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it does shoot a geyser. Or was that?
It was like 20. How many gallons was
Yeah,
it?
I don't think it was a lot.
It was a
Of
few
mayonnaise.
gallons, but
Should
yeah.
have brought a giant windmill.
We had one. If only we didn't burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if someone had a portal, like made a portal from like that lake, and then just
Just
put it
flood the
right in.
castle.
Yeah, flood the castle. Yeah,
Portal gun.
yeah.
What
But I could have used the boat. Man.
Get the boat out of there.
Yeah. Maybe the boat could have had its own like stream of running water that like went in front of it, so like it would sort of go on land and be like a land-based navy. So like
Oh, that boat.
yeah, man.
Where did the third hag go when we...
Oh yeah.
Did she just disappear off your radar, or did she actually go somewhere?
Yeah, I couldn't find anywhere to bring her back.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just
But
didn't know if
also,
it was supposed to
like-
hunt her or something.
just in the final battle with Strahd as well.
Yeah, she's there. Everybody that we missed.
She's like, that's right. Strahd bought my business. He's funding me.
But once she loses her sister, she loses a whole bunch of power and spells.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. She's just in the wilderness somewhere.
Sucker. Trying to find two more
alone.
sisters.
Yeah.
Because I remember that fight being really challenging and
Yeah, they are like ridiculously powerful for
the three
the-
hags.
the
Windmill hags.
windmill
Oh,
hags.
yeah.
Pie ladies.
Pie ladies.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. That was like a crazy adventure we had.
Yeah.
Like, I was in the cage.
Everyone was in cage.
We all did
That
our
was a
separate things.
really fun episode when I got to record you all separately.
Didn't I like drop onto one of them from the windmill? Like I don't. Someone fell.
Yeah.
I tackled one of them out the window.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. that was-
I was like, I think I was like one of my nat 20s or something.
Yeah.
I was just like, I tackled them out the window. But then they got up and ran.
yeah.
And then I think Kimiko like attacked them as they were running.
Yeah.
And killed them.
Hunted them, chased them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. It's like we each heard random sounds like coming from like each other's like little round.
Yeah, it was fun keeping you all in isolation.
Yeah.
We set up that ambush. And then
Yeah.
the lady returned and was like, no, just walked away.
Isolation, not
We're like,
drink.
no. It's too obvious.
Yeah, we did isolation before it was cool.
Oh, the pie lady. They were eating kids.
They sure
They're
were.
feeding them to the town.
Feeding him
it's
to
like
Val.
this mother's milk business. What the heck?
Yeah, no.
Still had some.
Yeah.
I kept it.
Well, I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
I think we're done with Strahd.
Yeah.
The curse is over.
Yeah.
It's done.
Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
Project complete.
Yeah.
Roll the end of campaign song.
Yeah. That would be
where all the characters rap.
The Valakoviches.
yeah.
Yep.
The block
Put the
pitches.
remix in.
Yeah.
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 Gone platinum.
Yeah. And it's like a weird mashup, you know,
Yeah.
with a little bit of,
With a little bit of
country
Svallic
roads.
Road.
Yeah. Sally Road. Yeah. Take me home. Yeah. It's like everybody walking into the sunset, you know, each with their own little like impediment that was imbued to them.
Yeah.
Just sort of like Kazimir having his teeth, but he's fashioned them down into dice.
Teeth dice. Bone dice.
Yeah.
What? They're not growing back.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah,
see y'all next time in whatever we do.
in something we
Yeah.
decide to one day do
Yeah.
sometime.
Name something else.
On a different feed, in a different time and place.
Yep.
You're tired, aren't
I'm so tired.
you? Years
Yeah.
of carrying this campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I had a lot of
thank
fun.
you. Thank
I had
you.
a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
It was
Uh,
great. Yeah.
Not only did you organize all of this, Oliver also provided food for us every
Yeah.
week.
Most
Week in,
weeks.
week out,
Yeah.
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 Amazing.
DM set up.
Best DM.
Yeah. It's
Hosted
great.
at his place.
Yeah.
Dealing with a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did what most DMs couldn't really achieve and finished the whole damn campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And played all the dumb characters we wanted to bring along.
Yay!
Still have the patience.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
And
R.I.P.
now
Victor.
we must sacrifice the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're selling the table.
Yeah. So I'm sure we've mentioned it at some point earlier in the recording of this campaign, but we have a big table that Oliver built with a TV in the middle of it that we use to put all like our battle maps and
Tokens,
everything
yeah.
on in the middle. It is huge. It is very
Yeah.
cool.
It's not
And
huge.
now we're
And if
gonna-
anyone's interested in buying it,
Yeah.
hit Oliver up.
Yeah.
Tweet the show.
We'll make
or
a.
whatever
Sorry,
it's called now.
X the show.
Yeah.
We just
Dating
dated. We
this
just yeah. We
podcast.
just dated
The
this
show.
podcast so
The
badly.
exact date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on Patreon and yeah. That's like a prize to the highest tier.
Yeah.
A one-off membership.
We can engrave our names on the table.
Yep.
If you pay extra, you can get the seats too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're for sale.
No.
No.
They're very good seats.
Yeah.
But if you offer to pick up the table,
Yeah.
I'll throw them in.
maybe offer you a deal. Maybe
Yeah.
if
So,
you can pick it up yourself and move it yourself.
You
yeah.
need to air this episode quick.
Yeah. Good for sale. Yeah.
One of our listeners surely wants it.
Yeah.
You got to put in the ad. This table was the recording place for this, this podcast with this many listens.
The
Yeah.
Pocket Studio.
Yeah.
Internationally
Fits in your
listened to.
pocket.
Internationally
Yeah.
acclaimed. Popular in was it Sweden and the Netherlands and Brazil.
Brazil.
So yeah. Be prepared to
Yeah.
take some payments in what their currency is in Brazil.
All right. Well, goodbye to our characters, guys. It's been a long time. It's sad.
It is sad.
It's a sad time.
And now
Yeah.
legacy characters.
Good night.
Legacy characters.
I googled it. There is no way to retire it in D&D Beyond at the moment. But someone had
PDF.
posted it in their D&D Beyond forum saying I would like this feature added, and
Yeah.
there's a little vote thing to kind of
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
I would like this too, kind of thing.
You could always just print it off and then
Oh, as in I will just
PDF.
export it into a PDF, and then but I still have heaps of I don't have that many characters. I used to have heaps that I create as potential
Fun.
future characters. But I got rid of most of them. Yeah.
How about the Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft? Is that a different
It's not a campaign.
side, or is it
It's just
a
extra information.
extra information?
Yeah,
we
like
can
the
read it now.
whole.
I bought you the book. I
You did?
actually read it because I didn't want spoilers.
yeah.
Bit
Although
like,
the name Van Richten was the spoiler, I didn't realize. I was like, oh man.
like Barovia, the regions around it have there's more than just Barovia. There's little countries around, and it all has mythos and
Yeah.
monsters and stuff around it.
Interesting. Yeah, something to explore.
One more question. Were we ever supposed to find Madame Eva again? Or was she like just a creepy
You could.
lady? Okay.
Like,
She's still hanging.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She give you new prophecies.
New prophecies.
New prophecies.
That should be the beginning, the end of our campaign to be like potential second season.
Yeah, she throws us all new cards. We look at them and then the camera's cut.
Yeah.
Credits roll.
Yeah.
Your next adventure in a different land.
Bum, bum, bum. That's it, everyone. We're done. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Beep, beep, beep.